Yes, now everyone, welcome back to another vlog, and it's the big one. It's Derby Day, Sydney Derby, out at CommBank Stadium. Let's try and get there on the train. We're going to watch the women's and the men's, so hopefully I don't get lost on the way. Alright, as we're walking to the stadium, I just want to reflect on how much of a bucket list game this is for me. I've only ever been to CommBank one other time, and it was actually to see Brisbane Roar play, funnily enough, and the Wanderers actually lost that game. So I'm hoping I'm not a curse, and Wanderers actually pick up a win today. Made it to my seat. GoPro not confiscated. Massive W. But check out these seats. Mad seats. Six seats. Women just about to get underway. Cannot wait. Half time in the women's. 0-0. Syndey have had mega chances, just haven't been able to put any away. Luckily for the Wanderers, hopefully we can kind of pip one in the second half. Syndey have absolutely scuffed a penalty. The attacker's gone down and kicked her own leg. Syndey penalty, 66 minute. Hopefully we can get a save out of this. Hawksby's taken the penalty. Here we go. Who's ring around the stadium? Here's Hawksby. Sydney fans go crazy, but that's not a penalty. Vicky Bruce has just been sent off. There was a player behind her. She's been sent off for the last person. I just don't understand.
Gave her a red and yellow card.
She pulled out the yellow. I can only imagine it's for someone else. But that is not a red card. That is nowhere near a red card. There you go. Sydney have sealed the win in the women's. Goal in the 90th minute. It's all about done now. I think that's maybe even the last kick of the game, but Sydney get the win in the women's. Rumour has it, we're around the TIFO. We've got these little streamers, so this could be very interesting. Maybe wrong here. Sydney might get a third. Oh no, cleared off the line. Cleared off the line, but it's over for Western Sydney. It's just damage control now. You see how many Sydney can score, really. There's the women's game over. Two controversial decisions lead Sydney to win this game. 2-0. They were dominant, even with 11 on 11, but once it went to 11 v 10, it was over. But Sydney take away the women's game, hopefully, for my sake. And a lot of the fans here that the Wanderers can pick up the men's game. Line-up-wise for the Wanderers, Sonny Kittle comes in for his first start, and Priestman drops out, which is a bit interesting because Priestman's been good all season. Badalado starts again. Milanovic, Borello, normal suspects. And then on Sydney's side, Max Burgess starts, Fabio, Caceres, Holman. So there's no Luke Bratton in that midfield, but is that solid defensive four that Sydney have had over the last few weeks with Matthews, Gerwood Reich and Courtney Perkins. So it's going to be a very, very interesting matchup. All right, here we go. Almost time for the TIFO. I'm excited about this. Looks absolutely massive. I've heard it's close to 200 meters. And players are just about to walk out. Banner goes over, we throw the streamers. This is going to be insane. Here we go, it's banner time. Holy crap. This is insane. This is actually insane. I've never seen anything like this in Australian football. RBB is in full force. The code's starting to sing as well. Oh, wow. Wow. This is insane. I've never seen anything like this in my life. I was at that France game and it's nothing compared to this. This is crazy. Sydney's got their own banner, calling the Wanderers the Australian victims. This is in for a feisty affair. It still hasn't even kicked off. This is the craziest atmosphere I've experienced at a game in my life. It is insane. I can't put it into words. Early down the wing, crosses it. Oh, just behind Milanovic. That could have been an unreal start for the Wanderers. That is crazy. That is actually crazy. Syndey with an early corner. Oh, early Syndey goal. It's Ryan Grant. Very early Syndey goal. 2 minutes in. Syndey are up. Very early Syndey goal. Cove's going crazy. No, this is crazy. This game is actually insane. On the attack again, here's Lolly. Cross, well cleared by Simmons. Burgess. Bicycled out by Hendricks. This is a very lively start to the game. Here's Burgess for Syndey. Cuts inside, goes past Clisby. Well blocked by Marcelo. There was a penalty for Syndey. Penalty for Syndey. 5 minutes in, Syndey could go 2-0 up here. Penalty upheld. It was a handball off Lockie Brook. Hand above his head. Look, it's natural, but it's not. I completely understand why it's given. Fabio with the penalty though. Looking to put Syndey up 2-0 within 6 minutes. Upsets the big Brazilian. Straight down the middle. 2-0. 2-0 Syndey. Cove's going absolutely crazy. So they should. Up 2-0 within 6 minutes. They just, I don't know if Wanderers the passion's getting to them or Sydney's just up for this game. They have been playing really well lately. Here comes Syndey again. This is dangerous territory for the Wanderers. Lolly plays it into Burgess. That's gone out for a goal kick. Syndey have started this game electric. Sydney's going again. Cross. Oh, my gosh, has come for it and hasn't been able to get it. Lolly's got it now. Puts the cross back in. It's cleared by Marcelo. And out by Lockie Brook. Oh, this is crazy. Seeing the RBB in full motion is just absolutely insane. Also, it is raining here. I have brought the rain down to the Syndey derby, but I'm under shelter for once, so I finally got away with it. Syndey free kick just happened. I don't know what's happening in the Wanderers' active support. A lot of people are walking to up the top. It is raining quite heavily, but I'm not quite sure what's happening here. We're only 15 minutes in. The RBB banner's been rolled up. I don't know what's going on. I'm very confused what's happening here. Definitely seems like some kind of protest from the RBB. They've all walked out. They're sounding the alarm to leave. I don't know what's happening. I'd love to find out, but obviously the reception's pretty dodgy with so many people here. It's just Syndey just have another chance to go over the bar, but it's one of the most interesting things I've seen at a football game. That's not on the pitch. Just a very strange situation that's happening. I thought I heard someone say that someone's been arrested, but it's definitely some kind of protest from the RBB. Very interested to see what's going on, but I just can't get any reception to have a look. Morelos put it in the back of the net, but I think he's definitely offside. He's been called for offside. Let's just see what VAR say. I think it's definitely offside. Confirmed offside. I didn't think he was onside, but they're playing a very high line, Syndey. It could be very. Oh, here we go. Oh, Ullman almost had a chance there, dispossessing Battleato very close to the edge of the box. Western Sydney are not playing too well. I just want to know what's going on with the fans. Milanovic. Decent shot by Kittle. Huge double save by Redmayne. Best play from the Wanderers so far, 25 minutes in. It just doesn't feel the same. Look, the Cove are doing a great job, but there must mean something massive that's gone down in the RBB for them to walk out on Derby Day. And it's a mass walkout too. Milanovic, well done backhand Matthews. They're starting to slowly expose that high line Wanderers, but Sydney are playing so high and just so aggressive. In behind, great save by Mundish. Top save. Yeah, Sydney are just outplaying the Wanderers in every facet at the moment. So I finally got enough reception to find out what happened. Apparently there was police waiting at the entrance for the active support after they took down, that magnificent banner, and they just wouldn't let it back in. So apparently it turned into an all-out brawl, and the RBB just walked out in protest, which is absolutely ridiculous. I just don't know. Football in Australia just keeps continuing to shoot itself in the foot, whether it's outside noise or inside. It's just ridiculous at this point. Here comes Syndey again through Fabio. Great defending by Bonatic. Top defending, Sydney corner, just giving it away. Top save to make it up, but he put himself in danger there. Free kick for the Wanderers. Good ball in, Bonatic, just over. I think he was onside as well. We've got a break here for the Wanderers. They're just not on the same wavelength. Brook went wide, Borello went narrow. It was just not on the same wavelength at all in this first half. Half time, one corner of the stadium's definitely happier than the rest. Not a good performance by the Wanderers. Not a good performance by the police by the sounds of it. And Sydney FC have just been very dominant on the pitch, in the stands, but it's a bit hard when there's only one side. But wow, I knew this game was going to be crazy. I didn't think it was going to be like this though. Second half underway, change for each side. Matthews, who was on a yellow card, has been replaced by Lacerda, and Priestman's come on for Battleato. Battleato didn't really feel up to it in this game. It's just, hopefully for the Wanderers they can turn this around. And Sydney FC, they've started this half really like they want to go on and win this game. Robbie Mack, 3-0 Sydney. He's getting pelters there, Robbie Mack, but 3-0 Sydney. It's pretty much over now. Free kick for Sydney. Barely out by the Wanderers. Burgess has still got it. Taking on Milanovic, good cross. Out by Bonatic. Come on, Milanovic. Early switch! Oh! That is a great interception. Is that Joe Lolly? It was Joe Lolly. Just wide by Milanovic. Puts that in and Wanderers have got a chance, but not to be. That is an all-time fuck-up from the Wanderers' defence.
That is one of the worst goals.
Beadling's just gone to play it back to Margush, and Margush is right behind him. And then Fabio's just absolutely pipped it. That is quite possibly one of the worst defensive mistakes of the season. The playing out from the back football against Sydney FC is not working. I don't know why the Wanderers keep persisting with it. Lowly for Sydney. Strike. He's got it back. It's just complete dominance from Syndey. Absolutely complete dominance. Saps was in for the Wanderers. Oh, that's a poor ball. That is a poor ball by Zach Sapsel. Just nothing. The quality's not going the Wanderers' way. It's just nothing's happening for the Wanderers. And Syndey have the ball back. Here's Lolly. Still with Robbie Mack. He's played it back to Lolly. But it's great tracking back by Aiden Simmons. Great tracking back. Lockie Brook down the left. Come on, Lockie. Oh. He sends it into Rose Zed. It's not happening. It's not happening. Grello with a strike. Saved by Redmayne, but it's going wide anyway. One of Wanderer's best chances in the game. Oh, deflection in! Come on, there's one! There's one! There's one! Come on! It's not going to be enough, but it's one. We can celebrate one. And here, Grello. Oh! Saved by Redmayne. It's gone down afterwards, but great save there by Redmayne though. After being basically pelted by bottles. Lolly's got a corner for Syndey. He whips it in. And it's given a foul. So let me just show you the bottles on the field here. It's ridiculous. Game's gotten out of hand. Absolutely ridiculous. Comes Syndey. Great challenge by Hendricks. Come to Lolly though. It's deflected. Hendricks has saved us another goal there. I wasn't recording, I thought it was done, but Sastra just had a header absolutely clawed away from the top corner by Redmayne. He's had a couple of good saves, Redmayne, but I was just being robbed here. Edge of the 18-yard box. Here's Syndey. And it's just put wide. Just put wide by Syndey. Bottles are still flying onto the pitch. There's the full-time whistle. Very poor from Western Sydney. And Syndey go away a much, much happier team. All right. It is now the Monday after the derby. Performance-wise, Western Sydney Wanderers were nowhere near it. Sydney FC absolutely played them off the pitch. They were excellent. Look, can't fault Sydney at all. Wanderers have a lot to give if they still want to even make finals. There's a chance of them even not making finals at this point. But for me as a Wanderers fan since day one, I've always wanted to see this. Always wanted to go to a derby. The first 10 minutes and the build-up, it was exactly all I'd wanted. The atmosphere was electric. You could hear the Cove. You could hear the RBB. But after they got kicked out, it kind of sapped a lot of energy from the stadium. Look, the Cove did an amazing job. I could hear them from where I was sitting. They were up and about all game. It just wasn't the same. It just wasn't the same for me, unfortunately. But fair play to Sydney, fair play to the Cove. They walk away with the 3 points and, 6 points overall on the day. So congratulations to Sydney. But that will end the vlog here. No, it's a bit of a long one, but you get 2 games for the price of 1 with this. So hopefully it's not too bad for you. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for more matchday vlogs coming your way towards the end of the season. Until next time, I'll see you soon.